What up, folks? AJ, the CEO, and you know I gotta verify my sound real quick. Hold on one second. What up, folks? AJ, the CEO, and you know I gotta verify my sound. Hold on, it's playing back on itself. Speaker. Let's do it again. Hold on one second. All right, good. It sounds great. I had it looped back through. Hey, folks, AJ, the CEO, what is going on? We are fresh back from vacation, and I can't wait to go on another one because I need another one already. Before I get started, let me address something. I've been answering this, so let me just say this publicly. Y'all are reading into my thumbnail wrong on that. It was vacation mode engaged. I am not engaged. All right. I had a bunch of people saying, congratulations. No. AJ's not engaged. That was a friend from college. We were in band together. We've been friends for years, and she always wanted to go on a cruise. And I've actually got that maybe 4 trips lined up just like that. I'm a tour guide taking a bunch of people with me. I got my other friend that we're going on one in August. I got another one going on in September. And then we got the E-Missionary Cruise. So don't read into that, folks. Yeah, I'm about ready to change my thumbnail so that people don't take that the wrong way. But, man, excited about that. I'm trying to move my fan because it's hot. Yeah, folks, so everything is cool. Missed all y'all. I hope y'all had a blast while I was gone. I mean, I know my email was blowing up once I get back here, but thank you so much. Before we get started, if I can't get to your question, know that you can always email me at questions@ajayhomes.com, and we will give us 48 to 72 hours to respond back to you, folks. If you don't mind, please go ahead and hit that like button. If you haven't subscribed, please, who is calling me? Hello. Oh my gosh. Anyway, let me turn my phone off. When I turn it off, let me unplug it. All right. Messed my whole vibe up. Know that you can email me, give me 48 to 72 hours to respond back to you. What else? Because my joint got thrown off. Oh, just like Streets of Destiny asked here, we do have a roundtable this Sunday. All that information is on the Facebook group. But if you aren't a part of the Facebook group, man, what are y'all doing? It's where we do this and we share and help out other media ministries all over the world. And whatever question you got, whatever equipment you got, there is somebody there to help you out. And where is my other image? I'm doing this one for Josh. If he shows up here, I'm messing with him. This entire Q&A, I'm going to try and do all from my Mac. So we're going to see how that goes. But while we're doing that, because my Mac is not showing me what I need to do because I don't have the plug in. But folks, we are 237 subscribers away from 50,000. I got all the links fixed, folks. So just make sure we're still doing our giveaway when we hit 50,000, folks. So the link down below, grow.ajayhomes.com, does work. We got that up. We got giving away a PTZ camera, and it's 20X, and that's what we got going on. We got some other stuff going on. You know we're going to do a live stream because, hey, I'm excited. I'm thankful. This is my small way of being able to give back to help y'all out because, hey, I didn't get here by myself. I did it because of the great folks like y'all. So thank you so much for that. And where am I at? Let's do number 5. So just to show you, if Josh pops up here, look, I'm doing everything here from my Mac right now. So that's where we're at. So we can play around. And I think that's about it. So some of my tools are not here, but yes, let me go back and do Dylan's comment here first. Do we need to re-register for the giveaway? No, you are already in the system. It was just the URL got messed up when my website was hacked. I have since moved everything except for Formation Sports over to Squarespace just to make it easier. I plan to go back to WordPress when I hire somebody that can maintain the websites. Right now, I don't have the time to do it, so I moved over to Squarespace, so it's a little bit easier for me to do for there. But no, if you've already registered, you do not have to register again. We already got you in the system that's keeping that information. That is ConvertKit, that is collecting all that info. We're going to pull it over to our database, all this other stuff. So yeah, I see these Mac comments. Don't get too hyped. I bought this thing and I haven't been using it. It's been sitting here. So that's why we're doing that. And, we're going from there. So let me give some shout outs to everybody out here. Keith H, what's going on? The Chuck Taylor, what's going on? Mitch Roy, hello. Sandra, hello. Daniel, hello. Who else we got out here? Parker, hello. Veronica, hello. Streets of Destiny, hello. Dylan 1292, what up? Willie, hello. My cousin Derek, what's up? No, hey Derek, I'm gonna be in Lynchburg all next week to do a install at Mount Carmel, so might try and dip by there. Reverend Richard, hello. Adam, hello. Rodney, hello. Anthony Dandridge, bruh, what in the world are you doing? This is one of the guys who was at Antioch when we were doing some of the media stuff here. I was, man, you doing big things, Anthony. Proud of you, man. Let's see. Jermaine says, show the link again. Sure. It is grow.ajhomes.com/50K giveaway. We're going to give it away a PTZ camera. Runner-up is going to get an A10 Mini Extreme. That's what we got going on, folks. You know who I am. Hello. What is going on? And I need to change my links here because I didn't realize since I'm using this and I'm hitting the wrong button. Hold on. Come on, AJ. You're tripping right now. I'm pressing the wrong button. There we go. I need to change my super source since I'm using my Mac. So give me a second to change that. What am I plugged into? Overhead. That's what I'm plugged into. Yeah, hey, there we go. All right. Where else did I leave off at? Oh, yeah, we got that going on. Also, I'm going to start doing some other stuff as well, too. I'll go into it later on in the show. Who else? Ty Johnson, what's up? Elvino here from South Africa. Hey, what's up, folks? All right, so what we do normally here is you drop a question here in the comments. We'll do our best to answer it. I don't hide the fact that I don't know everything. And that's what the whole community is about, folks. This is not about us having our own little kingdom. And I try to share everything I possibly know with y'all. I don't try and hide anything because guess what? If I can help y'all make your path a little bit easier to where you can reach more, guess what? We as a team, as a body, win. That's my whole MO. If anybody says anything other than that, they don't know me. All righty. So let's go ahead and fire. Oh, let me tell y'all my schedule. I am going to Vid Summit at the end of September. I will be in LA from the entire last week of September. So Vid Summit is not till it's Tuesday through Thursday. I think it's maybe if I looked at my calendar, that would actually help. And that's what I get. There's no calendar directly there, like I would click on Windows. So let me see. So I will be in Las Vegas. I will be in Los Angeles from the 26th of September through the 30th. Also have a trip to South Carolina, not next week, but the week after that. Then I think we're supposed to be going back out to Louisiana, or it's going to be remote. I can't remember. I was supposed to go to Baltimore, but my daughter's mom was sick, so I'm here. So I got to go back to Baltimore to do some security cameras and then catch up with Mount Tabor. So we got a lot of stuff going on, but I think that's about it. So I'm giving some time for people to drop some questions down here. I already answered this, but I'm gonna drop Daniel's question in here again. AJ, enjoyed your last video, folks. I know this is shameless self-promotion. If you have not watched the roadmap for media ministry to get to 1,000 subscribers, bruh, you need to get there. You need to check that one out because, not just because I did it, hopefully you would get some info from that to really help out. And let me do my super source. Yeah. So I really, really recommend you check out, where's it at? I just had it over there right here. Check this out, folks, really. Mainly it's not just for media ministry, but it's hopefully to get everybody involved. Because the idea is if your ministry, the building, can only open and hold 100 people, I might be shooting myself in the foot when I say this, there ain't no need for you to be live streaming. If your goal is to only reach the 100 people that are in your ministry, just stick with Zoom, because you can have 100 people go on Zoom. But if you're really about ministry and trying to reach beyond the four walls, you need to set a goal for your channel, whether it be Facebook, YouTube, to be bigger than who can fit inside of your building. That's the whole goal. That's the roadmap. That's the push that we're going for. A bunch of other videos are going to be focused on that. So check that out, folks. And I think, again, I gave enough time to come up with questions. So back to Daniel. Daniel, enjoyed the last video about getting to 1,000. What is a more affordable in comparison to Vimeo? As of right now, I am not aware of anything that is more affordable than Vimeo, but also offers the same thing that Vimeo does. If you don't know, I actually use Vimeo for my business. And this one, it's like YouTube, but it's not as, it's more of a system to where you can actually provide videos and streams here. Like I run this same stuff for Signs and Wonders. I use the same thing for Antioch. It allows you to do, like right now, I'm live streaming to YouTube. As of right now, you can only live stream one event to your channel. Vimeo will allow you to live stream 3 events at the same time. So that's why I can run a live stream, Signs and Wonders can run a live stream, Antioch can run a live stream all at the same time. And that allows me to get the code embedded in the website and all this other stuff. And it does rebroadcasting as well too. So by paying for that, I don't have to pay for Restream because I'm using Vimeo. Now, is there a tool that can do all of that? I am not aware, and my keyboard just went to sleep. Okay. I'm not aware of that. So if I show you the plans, and I was going to say I have my audio unmuted here on the Mac. So right now, if you go here to the premium, that's $75 a month, and you don't pay monthly, you pay yearly. So it's around like $900 and some dollars. It does give you a lot of features. It allows you to do built-in webinars for up to 100 people, multiple live streaming events to multiple destinations, audience chat, Q&A, polls, graphics, all this other stuff. So it's like YouTube plus Restream plus StreamYard times 3 all combined. But does it offer anything? Is there anything else out there that offers those same functionality? I am not aware of that. So unfortunately, can't help you with that. But I mean, it's a great product, but it's not for everybody because of the cost. And I didn't understand Chuck's question. I need to finish that video up. He asked me how was the RCP2, and I was just like, Raccoon City Police Department. Is that Resident Evil 2? I was playing the ray trace version on my PlayStation. I was like, oh, and then he was like, no, the Rodecaster Pro 2. That is what I'm using right now. I like it. There's a couple of things I need to work out, like the audio that's coming out of it. I need to see how I can crank that up because in the recordings it's not as loud that I want to. So some of that stuff I need to go in, but I really like that it's a smaller footprint. And because I have my Mac connected here, you can't, my overhead camera, you can't see it. But that is what I'm using right now. But yeah, it's cool. It's cool. Let's go to our next one. Streets of Destiny saying, good morning from Phoenix, Arizona. I'm still confused about OBS, Zoom, and X32 connections. Could you create a flow in video using XLR and USB from the soundboard, routing, etc.? I will work on that. Now to make a mental note to work on that. Also, again, like I said, I'm wanting to know, do we have a roundtable this week? Yes, we do. It's at 7 p.m. Eastern. All the information is on the Facebook group. Dylan would like to know, installing 3 Formaco PTZs and an IP8 controller next week in my church after years of planning and researching. Any tips? Set it up at home before you start mounting anything. Make sure you configure everything. Set all the cameras to DHCP. By default, those cameras are 192.168.5.163. Go into them, connect one computer at a time, change the IP address on your computer to 192.168.5.20 or something in that range so that you can natively talk to the camera when it's on the network, and then change it to DHCP. Boom, get it to where it can talk to everything. Now, if you know the IP addresses that are going to be in your network that you're connecting those to, you can hard code the IP addresses to that. I always like doing that so that if your router goes down, as long as your network is up, you can still talk to it. So that's the one thing I would say. And again, please set it up before you start hanging and pulling cables. Make sure you can control it and all this other stuff, because it becomes a pain when you got to go take that stuff back down and hook it back up. I like to have everything configured before I even start mounting it. That would be my tip. Chuck also would like to know, am I going to go see The Hammer today? I was going to go see it last night at midnight, and my daughter wanted to go, but I don't know. Now, I'm that type of dad that I'm not just going to take my daughter to everything. We did go see Lightyear. That was a great movie. But I want to go see Love and Thunder, but I don't have enough time to see it before I got to pick my daughter up. So I might see it when I'm in Lynchburg. If she's not going with me, we'll see. But I do want to see it, and I'm trying to stay away from YouTube so that people don't ruin it, because I'll drop my Mjolnir on them if they ruin it for me. Let's see. Norm here. We're using USB connection from the camera to the computer. What is the best USB Ethernet connectors? There are a couple of Balins for that I have used when I was streaming games and I was trying to connect to the scoreboard. Let me see. Ethernet extender. Now it all depends. I'm gonna see if I can find the one. Yeah, these are the ones that I actually used, and these worked fine for me. I've used these before, and I think I was able to get. I mean, granted, I was only 50 feet from here. I don't know the rating of that, but how far it can go. It can reach 150 feet. So again, it depends on how far you would go, but this is what I use, and I will put a link to this in the chat. I guess I need to log in here since I'm doing this on my Mac, and LastPass is not logged in. Awesome. Hold on one second, folks. Come on. You got all this extra security and it's a little too much. All right, I'm waiting for. There's a problem. Wait. Come on, dude. Trying to log in, but then Amazon won't let me log in. Oh, forget it. Let me do it this way. Like I said, I'm doing everything on my Mac, so now I gotta do all this extra stuff to get to my computer. Hold on. Sorry for all that extra typing. And where's the link? Where's that? All right, here it goes. So let me copy this link here. And I will put it in the chat. Put it in the chat. All right, there it goes. All right. Mac, you failed me. No, Mac didn't fail me. Amazon, your login process failed me on this one time around. All right. What's the next comment? Dylan was saying I should have said activated instead of engaged. The play on it was I had Jean-Luc Picard from Star Trek where he said engaged. That's where that was from. So I will have to change that. Reverend Richard wants to know, am I going to be doing a 50,000 subscriber countdown live? Yes, that is the goal. I'm going to see once we get close to that. I think once we get to within 100, I think I'm going to be in Lynchburg. And I'll see. That's the goal. And plus, I need to finish the video from the Starlink that I did at my mom's as well, too. I never edited that. Now, to give y'all a little snippet to why it's been taking so long is because, honestly, I went on vacation. And then the other thing, I have a little project that I've been working on here that has been taking a very, very long time to finish. And hold on, I'm logging in. We there? All right, so here is my NAS. And if I come over here, this is one of two that I got. I added 2 more drives right now. And we added 2 12 terabyte drives. So right now, these 6 drives are going to be for my media storage. Because if you look here, that's all from this year. All the storage is taking up a lot of space. So right now, because it is compiling all that stuff together, it is taking, for the last almost 72 hours, it's trying to expand and add these drives here. So we're going to have a 35 terabyte media storage for all the video. Ever since I've been doing everything in 4K, it eats up a lot of space. So I've been trying to expand out all this other stuff because my computer drives are full and all this other fun stuff. And where am I at? Okay, there we go. Rodney would like to know, good morning, what is a good NDI to HDMI converter sending program from OBS to projector? Well, I think, let me see. I saw one, but to be quite honest, I'm going to tell you this one, but then I'm going to give my personal opinion on what I would do for this. Trying to find decoders. All right, so I'm here on NDI's website here, and we're looking for a hardware decoder, a standalone device that will do an NDI to this. Now, I'm going to be honest. Have I used one of these? No. And I don't like that because I wanted to see what it costs. Can you give me a link to where I can purchase it? Let's see. But while I'm trying to do this, if I had to do it this way, I would spend the money on a computer. All right, so no, that's not that. All right, here's one. from B&H Photo. This is going for $395 for an NDI to HDMI converter. Now, personally, this is what I would do. I would go for and you know what I'm going to do. Remember that price, $395. And where's it at? This. I would put the money into this, and that processor is fast enough to do the encoding, and that could give you some more features than just that, than just a standalone feature for like that. Running just the services on there, that would be a beast. You have Wi-Fi, you have Ethernet, you got all that stuff. You can put Linux on it if you want to and just do the encoding, or you can put a scaled down version of Windows 10 to do that and have just a studio monitor downloaded from NDI, and that would give you the same functionality. You can remote in, and you can save yourself a few dollars doing that. And you can multi-use this for casting stuff directly to it outside of just NDI. That's personally what I would do. Because if this thing is costing, and I just took it away, if this thing is costing like $395, I personally would want more functionality if I'm getting ready to spend $400 on that standalone device. That is just me. And are they gonna let me log in now? Because I hate having to go back and forth to two computers. And see, and Josh ain't even here to see I'm doing this entire thing on my Mac. Thank you. Is it going to come through now? There it goes. All right, give me 1 second. And my pastor called me, so I'm going to have to give him a call when I am done. Yay, I'm logged in, so now I can do everything here. So let me copy this link for this mini computer. I'm actually getting ready to order one of these for another client to use one of these. Actually, oh man, I'm sorry. Let me show you this. After I logged in, I think that price changed. It's actually $269. So it actually dropped in price. I almost want to buy one of these to play around with it. I think I might. Yeah, I think I might do that. But that's cool at that price to get that type of power to do something like that. So I'm going to put a link into that. And again, you can use something like that for a digital signage if you really wanted to. That is a very, very affordable price. And where is my YouTube on here? Sorry, I'm all over the place here. Mute this. Mini computer. I need to learn all the commands. It didn't copy the link. Copy. I'm using my commands and it wasn't copying here. All right, there we go. Whew. But anyway, that's what I would do. I wouldn't, that you could use that Delta one. There were some other ones, but it's looking like a standalone device just to do that NDI functionality is going for like $390 to $400. I wouldn't do that. That's just me personally. And again, Dylan, if you've registered for the giveaway, you do not have to register for it again. It's already there. Daniel would like to know, am I using Ecamm? No, I am not. I'm still doing everything through the web presenter vMix on my other streaming system. Could I have this connected? I could, but I'm not. Dylan would like to know, how much does Squarespace cost? I want to use something like that for our church. Let me show you. In Squarespace, hey, if you want to sponsor my videos, hey, I'd love to do that too. All right, so over here, let's see, what you costing there, Squarespace? Now I have 3 websites with them now. I moved my business one over 2 days ago. AJay the CEO is on there. AJayhomes.com is over there. I haven't used. I haven't used. Why does they hide the pricing? There we go. All right. So if you did it monthly, you can find coupons for this as well too. If you're doing it I'm using it for a business. So mine is $33, but that's because I'm selling stuff, got tax information, all that other stuff. For the blog one that I'm just doing by myself, it's normally like, cause I paid for it for a year out, equates out to $14 a month. That's what it's going for. I don't need video storage because everything is going to be on YouTube, Vimeo, Facebook, whatever like that. And it's just a placeholder. I also they give you a discount for Google Mail. I have Google Workspace for AJayhomes.com as well as my business. So it does everything that way as well. And again, and I'm going to be honest, we started with Antioch, we started with Squarespace. And then as I got comfortable to WordPress, I moved over to that. I really do like WordPress, but I just don't have the time to maintain it. There's nobody there at Antioch who stepped up to be able to maintain it. So even though it's there, ultimately, I might even move them back to Squarespace for a simplicity standpoint. But their website is so simple that nothing is really being changed. So I really don't need to touch it. Now, for me, I want something that I just got to go in and just post and do stuff like that. So for me, that works. But again, if you were doing it annually, that's how much it would come out to times 12. So hopefully that helps you. All right, I did that. You know who I am. Monty, what's going on, sir? Can you walk me through how to connect and configure a Stream Deck with an ATEM Extreme? Looking to get one. I don't have mine linked that way. The ATEM and the Stream Deck natively do not talk to each other. You need a program like Companion that does that. And I think Aaron, I always pronounce his name wrong. He has a video that does that, but just look up ATEM and Companion. How to record has a video on that. This guy right here, I will put a link there for that. And again, all of them are using the Companion app because there's no native directly talking to it. That's what I would do. I personally have not used that because, I'm right here within reach of doing the ATEM. I don't have a need for doing that right now. I am playing with some of the macros for all those who asked. I am playing with that because I got a couple of them. I'm going to mess up real quick. But like if I have this macro here that will switch out my cameras and my sources and all this other stuff that I'm doing, which just messed up what I was doing. So let me switch back to my Mac for that. There we go. So we got some other stuff like that. So besides directly, no, I don't have those. I would just look that up. But that's all of them are using that app, the Companion app that's installed. It puts a new interface on the Stream Deck, and then it can interface with the API of the ATEM to do those types of controls. Rhonda. Good morning. Last Sabbath, we ran service with an aux mix for the live stream. Sabbath school video via Famaka. Worship service video hiccup, so use camcorder. Good overall. Tomorrow, take 2. Hey, well, good luck to you. Hello, Miss Q from Chicago. Monte, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. And why are my images not showing up all of a sudden? Francisco, what's going on? Big shout out. I'm supposed to be on one of Francisco's live streams here coming up. I think, is it next week? Francisco, I don't have the text message in front of me, but be on the lookout for that. And let me do this one thing real quick. Brian, what's going on? And here it goes. Big shout out. And I'm glad you left this comment because I was getting ready to shout you out and somebody else too. I'm going to make this into another thing because featuring this. Folks, hopefully y'all know the MO of what I do here is to try and help y'all expand your media ministry by being creative in what you're doing and doing other stuff beyond just live streaming your typical Bible study, service, and stuff like that. So I'm going to give two big shout outs to two people right now. One of them is Anthony. Thank you, AJ, for supporting my podcast the other night. Really appreciate it. First off, thank you, Anthony, for stepping out and doing something new. That's what it's all about. That's how we reach. And we use these tools that we got, the skills you got, the knowledge you got to help so many ministries that you've helped with live streaming and take it up a notch by offering a podcast. That is how you do ministry. Ministry is seeing, not just getting inside the building and just preaching, giving a lecture. That's not what it is. Ministry is showing the God in you in what you do. Like, again, I don't always talk about scripture and everything here, but hopefully you can see the God in me in what I'm doing here. And that's what that is. So thank you for doing that. Also, I want to give a big shout out to Brandon Lewis. He called me yesterday, and because of the stuff that we are doing here, he has stepped out on faith, and he is actually starting his own business. So big shout out for that, folks. He asked for some advice on what he's doing on that in direction, and I will gladly share that because it was rough when I started. So I want to make y'all's path a little bit easier for media ministry on business. I don't know everything. I'm still learning this stuff as well too, but hey, I can at least look behind and help y'all out with some of the stuff so you don't stumble over the same things that I did. So let me know, folks, if y'all do anything like that. You can email me at, I don't want to say questions at AJ Homes. I would say info@ajhomes.com. And I want to start doing some more shout outs of y'all's ministries, the things that y'all are doing to impact your community. So let me know. I want to kind of do some member shout outs and stuff like that. Don't send me nothing asking me to shout you out for some stupid stuff. Like, hey, can you shout me out because I play Fortnite? Bruh, it ain't this ain't that one. Now, if you're talking about you playing Fortnite and you throwing scripture at people instead of dropping F-bombs, sure, I'll shout that out after I see it. But hey, this is about us reaching out and using our unique gifts to reach other folks. So thank you again, Anthony and Brandon. Ray L wants to know, am I all refreshed? No. No, I am, but I'm getting ready to go back on another one August 12th. So excited about that. Thank you so much, Chuck, for your comments as well, too. Really, really appreciate that. Second question from You Know Who I Am. Second, I recently got my ATEM Mini Stream, and I'm thrilled that it has a headphone jack. Can it be used to accurately monitor the audio in real time? And can you recommend a headphone for that purpose? Yes, it can. Anything that's coming out the headphone jack from the ATEM is going to be exactly what's happening in real time and what's being sent. Me personally, I love these headphones. These are the Rode Nth 100s. They are super, super comfortable. I mean, I don't want to say that they're pricey, but it depends. I don't know what it's relative. These are the most expensive headphones I've bought. They were $140 each. I have 4 sets of them, one for my daughter, and I actually got them. Let me show you this other little toy that I got here. I bought this. This is just like a compression mount that goes on my desk, and then I hook my headphones up to this, so it's hanging up under the table. So I got 2 of them here. That way I don't have stuff all over the place. So got this from Amazon. Really, really cool little toy. I think I might get some and use those in the media ministry so the headphones out there. Oh, and also I shouldn't have did that. Hold on. I'm moving my whole desk now. When it clamps on, you can actually rotate this. I have it like this, so when it's clipped in, the headphones are up under the table, so they're up out of the way. But if you want to twist it this way, so that it's mounted, and then you can just have your headphones hanging right there. Really, really cool. And I think it was like 2 of them for like $20 or something like that. Really cool accessory here. And it looks like my sister is on here as well too. D, thank you so much for the super chat. D, my awesome executive administrator. Thank you so much. She does a great job. She keeps my calendar and everything straight. So when y'all send emails from a business standpoint, she is the one that you're responding to. So D, thank you so much for that. And then, like I said, what page am I on? Where's she at? There she goes. And the picture is not showing up. There's my sister, Kathy. That's the one who video bombed me when I was up in Maryland. Let's see. Let's go back here. We're on page 2. JHB. I would like to do a spillover to an outdoor open field. Is there any way to connect a stream bridge to mobile phone so I can stream that event from the A10 stream to the stream bridge? Thanks. No, that I am not aware of. Now, what you could do. I don't see it here. Hold on. All right, I don't have it readily available for me to reach. But that type of setup, what you could do, and I don't have Draw.io on this computer. Let me see if I can just go directly to it. Yeah, we'll do it this way. So this is what you could do. So I'll decide later. What you could have is the ATEM here. And say you have the streaming bridge outside. Now, it's a couple of things how you need to have this done. The streaming bridge is a device that it can be connected, and as long as it has, it's on the DMZ, excuse me, not the demilitarized zone, but it's a hole so that it can talk directly to the internet. What you can do is have something, and I did this originally when I was streaming games. There was a mini router that will allow internet or a phone to be hooked up to. So the idea is you would have something, and why is that image so small? I don't want that. So what you could do is hook this up to that mini router as a tether. And so now internet will be provided to this. Make sure that you have, now the Ethernet will be connected directly to the streaming bridge. You need to make sure that the port, the DMZ, meaning that when instead of hitting this firewall, it says that this device has raw access to the internet. And then you find that IP address, the ATEM will stream to that IP address, and then whatever goes will be that way. That's how I would do that. I know that sounds like a bunch of other pieces, but this router is like $15 that you can get off of Amazon. So like if I go here, what's it at? It was the mini router, and I think it's in my other room, in the bedroom, but this is the exact one that I have. So this would allow you to see, that's when I bought it in 2018. So the idea is you could hook this up, and you can, over USB, you can hook your phone up to that, and it would show as a internet connection. And then you could do that. You log in, open up a firewall so that when somebody hits that IP address, is routed directly to a certain device behind your firewall, which would be the streaming bridge. Then the ATEM should be able to see it. Once you put the IP address in, it'll stream, and that's how you can do that without running wires all over the place. I know that sounded a little bit complicated, but that's the easiest way that I would figure out how to do that. Close that. All righty. Michael. Hey, good morning from Philly. Hey, thank you. Trying to stay from YouTube as he streams on YouTube. Yeah, I stay on my channel, so that way I don't see any people ruining stuff on that movie. William, thank you so much for that. Honestly, let me give some of the side tips from YouTube that most people don't talk about. There's so many videos that I've done, and I'm self-conscious about thinking that they're stupid videos, no one will resonate with it and stuff like that. And I talked about this before. Mike is the one who told me that I should put this stuff up anyway. And I have to tell myself to put that stuff out there because this is for all of y'all. Don't be afraid to put that video out because there are 7.5 billion people on the face of the planet. That one video that you think is horrible can be, precious gold to somebody else in the knowledge that you're sharing. So I don't get so caught up with the fact of, man, I need to make this video so that it gets 1.7 billion views. No, that's not my mindset. My mindset is let me share whatever God has given me and it might impact somebody else. And I have to constantly remind myself about that. I don't put so much time into editing it to where it's a distraction. I make it so hopefully it's engaging, but I'm not doing all the bells and whistles and stuff like that. For me, I think that's a waste of time. Now, when I get to the point where I can hire a video editor and that's what they're doing 100% of the time, hey, they can have at it and be as creative as they want. But as for me, I'm more about trying to get that information out so that it can reach and impact whoever it needs to reach. It's just like the grocery store mentality. Like when I went to the grocery store this morning, I didn't buy everything that was there. I got what I needed. And that's the same mindset of your video. So don't be afraid when we're talking about, just like in that video, the roadmap to 1,000. My nose itches, sorry. Don't be afraid of putting that information out, and don't be afraid of making a mistake. Don't be afraid of putting out a bad video because your path to good videos are laid by the past of bad videos. You don't get good just by getting good. You get good from improving from the mistakes that you made. You have to put stuff out there. You have to have those bad days so you know what to course correct so you have a good one, right? So like I said, we're doing that as well too. Darius, what's good morning? Good morning. Back to Rhonda. Was saying, planning for a conference X32 in sanctuary, cameras, ATEM, and streaming PC and balcony. How to get audio mix from mixer to streaming PC. Stream PC. If it were side by side, I'd use. Well, I mean, it's a couple of ways you can do it. You can send it over Ethernet cable. I've used those Balins before, where it's over that way. If you could get a Dante card, I learned this from Otis. You can have a Dante card put in your X32. You can send it, and they're Dante adapters. You could do that. Honestly, I mean, depending on what the path you're gonna do, I mean, I'm old school. I just do 100-foot XLR cable. I really need to do it like that. But again, I don't know what the layout is. Mr. Clarence, good morning. Thank you so much. Again, thank you. I really appreciate all the kind words and stuff that y'all say. I had somebody send me a message that almost brought the tear to me eye. That somebody was saying, thank you for all the stuff you do. I'm telling you, it really, really means a lot, folks. Back to Streets of Destiny. Would your Bible trivia be in the evening? Would like to participate from Phoenix, 3-hour difference. Man, we're working on that. This is one of the other contents we're going to be doing at Signs and Wonders. So let me show you something real quick. And I was correct. That same router was in the other room. So let me put it right here. But folks, I'm telling you, it's been sitting here, and this Bible trivia is going to be fire. Literally. Woo! Let me see if I can open this with all of these. Look at all them hot sauces. Look at them. And then, where's it at? Oh, this one didn't have, oh, yeah, it is. The bomb. Right there, that's the one that messes everybody up. This is gonna be hilarious. But I will let y'all know. The first time we do it at Signs and Wonders, it's gonna be like a type of thing where We have contestants, and everybody is just watching. And I'm again, this is like what I was talking about, throwing stuff up against the wall to see what sticks, to figure stuff out. I want to have a component to where we're able to bring people in online, participating in that. This is something we're going to work out the logistics. But if we do it, most likely it's going to be around like 7 p.m. our time. That's when we normally would have a Bible study in the afternoons, that at least at Signs and Wonders. So we have a lot of people that can participate that are off work and things like that. But y'all know I'm going to stream that on my channel so y'all can see the results of that. Kurt, let's see. And this is interesting. YouTube sent me something here. Kurt, we'd like to extract the audio of just the recorded sermon from the live stream, YouTube, Facebook. We take this sermon-only audio to make a podcast. Any suggestions on how to do that? Yeah, it's a couple of ways that you could do that. Me personally, DaVinci Resolve is the easiest way to do that. So let me cut over and show you this. And again, DaVinci Resolve is not going to be intensive for you to do that either. So let me make sure I got it up on here. And I just downloaded the latest version of the beta on 18 on here. Yeah, we update that. And see, this was one of the videos. That was the audience mic, and that's not available. Let me see if I can find. All right, I'll just use this video just as an example because I need something to do this. All right, we're making a new timeline. Say I'm just going to take this video here, and then what we're going to do is this will be a sermon, and obviously there's nothing, no real audio on here. So this is just a concept. So if I come here to delivery, all I would do, I mean, you could do it two ways. You can do on the custom and then just uncheck export video, and then you got audio, and then you can pick your format, MP3, whatever, and render. I'll say movies, and then boom. Now you just got your audio right there. And I don't know why that's taking so long. It's this audio. It's probably because of my settings. Now, if you do it in DaVinci Resolve, they also have an audio only setting here, which is nothing. You see nothing change because that's all this is. I would probably drop the rate here, but you could do it that way. And I'm trying to think the freest way to do that. I think you can do that in Audacity. Don't hold me on that. I'll say DaVinci Resolve because I know that's how I was pulling the audio out there. So that's what I personally would recommend because, I mean, that's what I know that has worked because that's what I've used. Rhonda's saying she's still waiting on her Starlink order. I mean, I got it up and my mom has not complained since been using it. I haven't got phone calls that the stuff is down or anything like that. And let me see if I can connect to her stuff here. Hold on. Two-factor authentication. Let me log in to something real quick. And I'm waiting to see the improvements on the speed that's happened at my mom's. Now, I don't have a unified router there because that one got fried. The Comcast people messed that one up. So I'm going solely off of the Starlink one that I had. And I didn't show the video of that. And this is taking a little bit longer to log in. All right, so we're going to have to come back to that. I'll do that on another time. Back to Dylan. Would that mini computer be able to run just presentation software? That mini one, the Ryzen 3, yes. That used to be the system I used to build. Can you put a link there? I thought I did. I will make sure I put that up again for you. That was for the. Now, where was that? That was a $200 one. Where was that one at? I gotta find a link. I thought I did post it in here in the comments. No, that was that one. Hold on. All right. It looks like I didn't. Let me go back and find it, and I will post that link. It was a Ryzen mini desktop. I hate when you do that, then you just can't find a link. It should have been in my history. Okay, this isn't the exact one that I showed, but it's still going for $2.99. So I will post a link to that. And I keep closing YouTube by mistake. Let's get in here. Mini PC. Got another person in here. One of my video editors here, Augustin, is starting his business as well too. Big shout out to him. Great success to you, Augustin, with the stuff that you're doing. Hey, and I appreciate all the work you've done for me as well as D. So thank you so much. Where do we leave off? We got some family talking here. And again, like I said, that's my sister. You're doing a great job, Mr. AJ. Thanks for the direction, encouragement, and help at a moment. Saying, hey, you are welcome. That's what we're here to do, man. Back to them. I am missing this whole session because my phone won't stop ringing. Hey, I had the same thing. I had to turn mine off here. Man, D, getting some shout out, getting some love. Way to go, D. We applaud you. Again, yeah, thank you. Then, like I said, Derek up here talking to his cousin, Kathy. Talking about you're going to blow yourself up with those hot sauces. Don't bring them to my house. Oh, I'm going to sneak them into some food and you won't know. And then that's what makes it even funnier. What's my man dark laugh? Ha, 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 ha. Give y'all some tips. We got some videos that are coming out. It's going to be, and I hope this makes y'all laugh as well too. And y'all enjoy this so you can enjoy everybody can know about our media ministry suffering in anger. It's going to be the top 5 media ministry triggered moments, and hopefully going to put to rest some of the annoying things that we deal with from a media ministry standpoint. I hope y'all get a good laugh. Hopefully I can get that one done before I got to pick my daughter up. And then we also have my top 5 ATEM mini troubleshooting tips. That's another one that we're working on. The Starlink one we got to do. We're doing an install at Mount Carmel. The one that I did a walkthrough, we're actually going to be doing that install. We're actually going back to Rose Chapel in Lynchburg. I did an on-site with them. That's the one when I did the conference, the first conference that I did. I showed a live stream of that. This is about a year and a half later. They had some construction work that they had to do. They're bringing me back to do another on-site, and we're going to be doing an install there because they said they're ready to move. So that's going on. We got a bunch of other stuff going on. So, hey, I am very thankful for all of the stuff we got. Back to Chuck Taylor. Love the Hot Ones idea. I'm gonna up to Pepper X, the hottest one known to man. Can't wait to watch. Man, I'm telling you, I was telling my pastor about them. It is gonna be a blast. Chuck has some suggestions as well for that question. To get audio very easily, grab your YouTube link and search for it. Yeah, I've used that. Please be mindful if you use one of those that you Read between the lines. If you see a little blue X in the upper right-hand corner, that's an ad. That's not a real download button. So just be mindful of that. Back to Anthony. Just switched from DaVinci to Premiere a couple of months ago. From DaVinci to Premiere? No. Rolling from Zurich. Hello. I always wanted to go to Switzerland. Trying to plan a trip. I think Sonia got hooked on cruises, so we're looking at possibly doing a cruise from the Mediterranean because she's never been overseas. I've been overseas when I went to Ireland, but I haven't gone anywhere else. And again, I don't mind traveling, but I'd rather go with somebody that I know, stuff like that. So maybe, you never know. This one actually leaves from Barcelona, Spain, goes to Rome, goes to 2 spots in France, and some other stuff like that. Like I told y'all, folks, I keep my word. We're going to be heading over there so I can visit some of y'all as well, too. Daniel, AJ, we are running camcorders at the moment, and I want to know if there's a PTZ attachment that we can use for those cameras. Our budget doesn't exist yet to replace all of our cameras. Yes, there are. Actually, Chuck actually used some of these before I sent him the ones that we no longer used at Antioch, and there's the link to the actual ones that I looked up. I'm talking about the cameras on Amazon. Let me camera pan tilt head. I'm trying to find them. Yeah, here it goes. So this is the one that a lot of people have used. And this is the one originally I was going to use. Now, this only gives you pan and tilt, meaning pan, tilt. It only does that. So you would need to have camcorders that have access to the zoom if you're using it. That's like what we did at Antioch originally. We used Canon G20s that had a light control, so we were able to turn it on and off, zoom in and out. But then we had another arm that moved it. So that's what this is. This only gives you limited functionality. I was using the Servo City one that was about maybe 3 times the price of this. So they were like $600 each. But for your functionality, this will work great. I will provide a link for that here in a second. Pan tilt head. There you go. Let's go. Augustine, thank you so much. Norm would like to know, is the AMD 5600G good enough to do video encoding for OBS? More than enough. Originally, I still have people who are using the 3200G that is only 4 core and 4 threads, and that was a beast for live streaming. The AMD 5600G is 6 core, 12 threads, so that's more than powerful enough for doing that. BIM28, do you have a video on setting up mics for church streaming in OBS? I'm having a few issues that I need to correct. Well, it depends. How are you bringing in audio into OBS? If you're bringing it in through a mixer, or do you have the mic going directly to the computer? Let me know, and we can go from there. Augustine, I need to take back me saying I was proud of you. You talking about Premiere over DaVinci all day. Boo! Boo! The Derek here had a learning lesson in DaVinci with lower thirds. The lower thirds had to be offset from the beginning of the clip to be able to see it in the final cut. It would show while editing it though, practicing. Hey, that's what it is. You gotta try, implement, adjust. Try, implement, adjust. That's what it's all about, folks. It's a constant thing. Philip Paul wants to know, hey, AJ, can I use one email address for 2 to 3 accounts for Worship Stream Free? Yes and no, but you don't have to do that. When you set up Presenter by Worship Tools, you set up an account for the church, and then you can invite people to come into it, and then they can have their own email address and log in, whatever. It's because it's associated with the ministry. So you don't have to. If you really want to share it so everybody has that one account to log in, you can do that, but you don't have to. You got two options. Options. Why did I say it like that? Options. Can't wait to go to London. So I say, yeah, hello, Arthur. All right, so I answered that question. Derek was saying, I took your advice and segmented the full video into short clips. That's what it is, folks. Instead of holding people hostage for 45 minutes, do it into segments. I'm working on doing that as well, doing sections of my videos and formatting them properly for Instagram, TikTok, Reels, and stuff like that. Also, let you know, we got some other content as well. A new show that I'm on episode 3 that we're doing on Facebook. That's called Media Tips. That's where I'm just doing other stuff directly tutorial standpoint. Yeah, I'm taking questions and stuff like that, but it's just showing some tips there. I want to make sure we're just not here on YouTube. We're going to be focusing on doing stuff we're building out all our channels. So there's content applicable for each. But that's what we're doing. All right. JK Daddy of 2. Is the basic Apple M1 strong enough to encode? I'm on that M1 right now, and I did some initial streaming. It did work well for me. I'll do a revisit of that because some stuff has changed. I want to see how that works because right now I've been doing all of my streaming with the web presenter, so I haven't even used the computer in quite a while to do my encoding, but we'll revisit that. Back to Daniel. I'm thinking about moving from Restream to Vimeo, but the price is scary. Well, I mean, you can always get a refund. Try it out for a month, and then they'll refund it back if it doesn't work. I mean, honestly, I only recommend Vimeo if you are like I'll do Antioch. Let me show you, because we still have their stuff, because I sublet out some of the stuff they're streaming through my account. So let me show you some of the ways I use that. So this is their live stream. And this is what I have their regular live stream going to. So if anybody's going here, that's what's coming through Vimeo. Now, when we have funerals that we don't want to be public, we want it to be private, there's a completely different one that's just for that. And I don't know why the thumbnail is gone, but this is just for funerals. You can do the same thing for weddings and stuff like that. You can separate everything. I personally would say, if you don't have multiple, if you're only just doing one thing, I would not say use that. How I could use Vimeo would be like, hey, you have a contemporary, you have a traditional, and you have a youth services going on, and they're all going on at the same time, honestly. And if you want all your information to be on one channel instead of multiple Facebook pages, multiple YouTube pages, Vimeo will work great for that because you can have all three going on at the same time. For me, I only recommend Vimeo if you're using it for a business expense, for business purposes. I use it for my business, for Formation Sports. I use it for the churches that I manage from a live streaming standpoint that I have to edit their stuff. Augustin, he's one of my video editors. If he's all the way in Florida, I'm here. We use that as a gateway to send videos back and forth to be able to pull it in full quality. You can upload a video to Vimeo, and if you want to you can send a link out to somebody. If you want to make an adjustments, the link doesn't change like YouTube, so I can do an update, and the link is exactly the same. There are a bunch of benefits to it, but if none of those benefits ring true for you, I personally would not recommend Vimeo because, yes, it is a big price jump. All right, so BIM28, I'm going to see, Chuck, I'm going to see if I can pull you on this one because you are the DAW expert, not me. So hopefully Chuck can help you with that. Philip Paul, also know, question 2. I'm having a problem with the extended display. When I connect to out in the settings, it is showing as detected as 3 monitors. I would need to see that. Email me for that one. I need to be able to see a picture of it. Send me a screenshot at questions@ajhomes.com and we'll look at that. Hintley Green. Hold on. Let me do my public service announcement. Folks, if you like what we're doing here, please hit that like button. If you hit the subscribe button, please do that and hit that bell notification. And now when you hit the bell notification, make sure, let me see, can I do that on a different page? I don't have another page on here. Oh, yes, I do. Let me see if I can do this so I can show you the importance of that. All right, so let's go over here to the YouTubes and go to AJay, the CEO. So when you come in here, and I can't turn on bell notifications, I'm not subscribed. This account is my business account, so I can't log into here. But you got to make sure when you hit subscribe, and I can't do it on here. I didn't add all my accounts in here. But anyway, when you do the bell notification, when you click on it, it shows all, and then there are a couple of options. Make sure you have all checked off. That way you don't miss everything, because we are going to be live streaming when we go over 50,000, all that other fun stuff. So you don't want to miss that. Daniel, I have a video coming about that with the script on how to do vertical content as well in the script. I did this for, I think I did this on one of the media tips on Facebook. Be on the lookout for that as well too. Back to Philip Paul, who's saying the PC specs for the one he's working with presenter is a i3 12 gigabytes. I mean, that should be enough. I don't know. Make sure you have the latest drivers for the NVIDIA one to make sure. I mean, because that should support 3 displays out at the same time. So I'm not 100% sure what's up with that. Mitch Roy, I saw your video about creating lower thirds in DaVinci, but I'm having challenges to run the software on my personal PC due to the fact I don't have a GPU. All right, well, what's the specs of your system? Because, I mean, the GPU will help enhance it, but if you're just doing lower thirds, that really shouldn't be impacting the system that much unless you're using like a i3 or i5 or something like that. But let me know what the specs of your system are. Michael Baldwin, hey AJ, can tools be by presenter run on the mini PC I'm using free? Yes, it can. Then back to Mitch Roy, can you recommend another piece of software to create the lower thirds? I mean, I've used Canva. Now, if you're talking about animated lower thirds, there's the animated plugin that you can use if you're on Windows. That works great. I'm actually getting ready to do that back for Signs and Wonders. So the PC right here, I'm going back. I'm going to test this out at Signs and Wonders. That's going to actually be running OBS so that we can separate our 2 live streams before we put some other gear in place. So we're going to start doing lower thirds on that using the animated lower thirds if I can get that done before Sunday. That's what we plan to do. But let me know. Those are the other options I would use for that. Back to Daniel. I'm looking for a service to archive my videos for my website. I thought video was the one to do that. I mean, you can do that too. The only other caveat with Vimeo is you only have yearly storage. So like right now with the premium account, I think I have 7 terabytes of storage that I can use. That's why I've been upping my Synology storage here so that I don't do that. For me, I store all of my raw videos here, and then I put the finals on Vimeo, but then ultimately YouTube. So from a church standpoint, I will put them on Vimeo because Vimeo, you won't get hit for music and stuff like that for right now. You don't get hit like we've been hitting all this crazy stuff. I've been hearing a whole lot more people getting hit on Facebook stuff, and the stuff is not legit. But yeah, that helps get off of that. I haven't encoded using an A10 Mini Pro in a while because the cache still fills up. Any new fixes for this? Right now, I'm just using it as a switcher to restream. The caching issue that you get with your ATEM is either because the ATEM IP isn't registering properly. That's one of my 5 tips for the ATEM on looking over that. Or it doesn't have a consistent signal. Make sure you check the streaming key that you're using. So if I come out of here, and I should have it on here. Let's go to my application finder. And man, see, and Josh is not here. I thought he would be proud of me for the fact that I've been using my Mac the entire time. So if I come over here, and one of the things you got to make sure is this, I don't know why it's done this, But when you come in here, make sure, and I'm not connected over USB so you can't see it, but make sure that this is, I've had issues where an IP address didn't come through. I like to have mine hard set in the software and on the router so that the IP address does not change. I would recommend that. Another quick fix is just unplug it, the Ethernet cable from the ATEM, and then plug it back in. For whatever reason, it syncs that way. That's one of the things I would be mindful about, and I've noticed a couple of times. I think Phyllis had that issue. She wasn't able to stream after we did the stuff at Spotlight Deliverance, and I think it was for that same reason. So that's just some little things to check and make sure about. Mitch Roy was saying he's using an i5 and an i3. I would lean to the i5. And honestly, some of the prices have been coming down on GPUs. And again, you don't need a fancy one. You can get like a used GTX 750, and that would give you the horsepower that you need to run DaVinci Resolve, if that was the same comment. JK Daddy of 2, are you able to save your video and stream out from the A10 Mini Pro at the same time using a computer at the same time? Yes. The ATEM can stream out because it's using the Ethernet to do that. If the USB out is connected to a drive, then yes, it will record at the same time. Or you have the USB going into the computer and then use a program like OBS to record. It can't be connected to the computer via USB and record to a hard drive at the same time. It won't do that. You would need an ATEM Mini Extreme to do both of those at the same time. Kenneth Powell wants to know, which camera would you recommend for a low budget? What is that considered? What's considered a low budget? I used to recommend the Canon R800, but they have discontinued those cameras. So I am steadily looking for a replacement that's in the budget range for cameras like that. I know some of the handy cams, Sony handy cams are still available. But it all depends what your budget is. So I would say I'm going to put in looking for something that's within $400. I mean, those I don't do. Now, Panasonic has some that are in, that's back ordered. Okay. Let me check this off. I'm looking for something that is not back ordered and is in stock. I don't know. It looks like a bunch. Man, looks like y'all been hitting up all these cameras, because some of the budget ones, I don't see nothing that's available up under $400. So now we're gonna look from $400 to $600, and there is none. I'm not really aware of it. I mean, the only thing I would say is the Panasonic VF. No, it was the VF 5500. The one. Yeah, I don't know. A lot of these have been, the options on camcorders have kind of dwindled out. So right now, I don't know of anything that's in that range, but I need to know the price range as well too, so we can look at it. I'm proud of you for using the Mac, sir. Now make some video for us Mac people for OBS, Keynote, and etc. Y'all funny. Okay. Well, we'll see what we can do. All right, I'm waiting for this to get updated. Back to Norm. We're getting a PTZ that requires that you plug it in, has USB and HDMI out for $450. Famako. Okay. Also, really excited to say that we got a partnership as well with Famako. They're actually sending me another PTZ to test out some stuff. So we're just really thankful for this stuff, folks. So we're working with AVCans directly. We're working with Famako directly. And I mean, I am open to everybody, because again, that was the whole purpose of what we do here, is to build some influence from a church standpoint so that we can have these companies come, because I mean, COVID has, I mean, it was before COVID. We needed this stuff, but we really didn't have a mind to that. And hopefully my channel and other channels like mine help bring a light to other equipment that can help modernize your media ministry. So hopefully I'm excited about that. What time we got? Yeah. So I'm gonna cut this one a little bit short, folks, but thank y'all so much. Oh, we got 70 people on here. Thank you so much, folks. And again, please be mindful. I'm doing this as well as what I suggest. Please, I'm asking y'all to hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit that bell notification. Why is that so important? Because you're leveraging the technology to help put your videos out in front of more people. There's 70 people watching this right now. What the algorithm is going to do is look at you, find the type of stuff that you like, and then cross-reference that with other people who like the same type of stuff you do. And because you like this video, it will put that video in front of them. That's how it works for your ministry. If you get those 10, 30, 50, however many people to make sure at the end of service they like whatever video, this works on YouTube and Facebook, the system will start offering and suggesting those videos to other people. That's how you get organic growth. Don't let that computer system that does not care what type of content you have, it is looking at the fact that people like it, people are sharing it, and they're interacting with it. That's all it's doing. Whether that be a stupid cat video, a parkour video, a Tesla video, a church video. It doesn't matter what the content is. The system is just looking at how people are interacting with it. We need to play into that. Don't just brush this stuff off. This is a tool that anybody can use, and they are using it successfully. And I'm trying to bring to light how you can use it in your ministry to reach more people with less effort. It's so much easier just to ask people to hit like and subscribe than it is to try and be on the cutting edge and making all these videos all the time on trending topics and stuff. Like, I have people say, well, you can grow YouTube fast if you do trending topics about all this other crazy stuff going on. My media ministry stuff, like, I'm going to say this and I'm not going to talk about it. The one thing that's trending right now in ministry, in the media ministry area, is somebody with a last name Dollar and something that he talked about. Could I make a video on that and I can probably get a lot of people? Yeah, I probably could. But guess what? My channel is not about that. And that's what people say. But do you want to be known as a one-hit wonder and you're just jumping on trending topics? But I mean, honestly, now that I say that, if your ministry is about talking points, like Anthony was talking about from a podcast, he was talking about that stuff like that, that's outside of your service. Yeah, you could get more people, and you use that as an opportunity to share what God thinks about that stuff and your perspective of that. Yes, you could. For me, that has nothing to do with what I'm doing. That's why I don't chase trends. So anyway, there's another tip for you. I think I gave myself some time here. Question here. What is the best way to mic a Leslie? Hey, guess what? I'm going to use this one here. I bought these and I haven't used them. Oh, actually, they're hooked up. You can't see them. Let me turn this camera so you can see it. And that's camera number 4. These are the Rode condenser mics. It actually came with 2 of them right here. And how I would mic the Leslie, I would put this one at the top where the spinning around at the top. And then it comes with another one. Oh, it's over on my table over there. But anyway, it comes with another one. I would put another one at the bottom. That's how I would mic those. And these are phantom powered, and I have it actually hooked up to my system right now. So I think that you could hear me. You can hear me from here. I don't have them turned up so that they can cover that distance. But if this was on the Leslie at the top and the bottom, these would be a good option for those. And I think both of those were around together. It came with 2. They were $199, I believe. let me see so I can make sure how much they were. I think I did get them from Amazon. Yeah, they were the Rode M5 MP match pair cardioid condenser mics. And actually, they were $199 for those. So where's it at? There we go. That is what these two are. And they're really tiny. Mine did not come with a mic stand. I just had them just in the mics and stuff like that. That's how I would use them. That was originally what I was going to use them for at Signs and Wonders, but then we already had some mics there, so that's why they've been sitting here. And I'm probably going to use them in the Bible study studio that we have that we're going to be doing on the 20th. I'll probably live stream that to my channel as well, too, or talk about it so you can see the results of how that worked out. I know my pastor's really excited about that. Robert Moore Jr., do you have a good PoE switch you could recommend? We already maxed out what we have. Well, how many channels do you need? If me personally, I have a PoE switch back here, which is a unified 24-port one. I use that one. That's going for $397. But I use that because everything is unified here in the other churches that I use. If you're using the standalone, I like the BV Tech. That's the ones I've used on most of my installs as well. Or you could go with the unified one. They have a 16 channel that you could try. Let me see. Can I log into that one? Into that account? Let's see if they are available. Let's go over here to the Unify store. We're going to do to our network. We're going to go to our switching. So you could, and I've installed this at other ones. I've done this 16 port right here, which is actually is only 8 of those. Again, that's going for $199. But like I said, I've used, this is the one that I used, the PoE Switch 24. And that works great. Personally, I really want to upgrade to this 48 port, but I want to do the Switch Enterprise. And the reason I'm doing that is because of the power that's coming out of it. Where's it at? No, I need the plus. PoE plus. Anyway, I want to use that because the next project that we're working on is utilizing this door access so that we can have hand cards out and use the door locks and stuff like that. So instead of handing out keys. So that's another project that we're working on once the stuff becomes available. But a lot of stuff has been back ordered. I think that's it, folks. I think that is it. Let me know again if you still had another question I wasn't able to get to. You can hit me up at questions@ajhomes.com. Also, if you ever want me to sit down and have you got some other questions, you need some dedicated time, you can always go to ajhomes.com/consultations. We can set up a Zoom, a Google Meet, or we can even schedule out a on-site. But just to let you know, my schedule has so far is booked out to the 3rd week of August. Right now. So if you try to jump on something right now, I only have time right now from August. And then, like I said, the last week in September, I am in LA. If anybody's out there, hey, I'd love to catch up with you, especially if you're at Vid Summit. But I'm going to be there a day early and a day after the whole conference. That's what we got going on. But I think that, let me get this last question here. Oh, let me get these last two. Mitch Roy, yes, I've used that one. That works great. And then the last one with my cousin. How are you coming along learning about light sources with cameras? If I remember correctly, that's what you were studying. Hey, we're still working on it. We're still working on it. You know, I don't have, I mean, I'm out of space in here. I really want to get some more lighting, but if I added some more lighting in here, I mean, I'm in my living space right now, and I'm in the process of trying to move into a rental house or something like that because I need more space. When I do that and I have a dedicated office, we're going to be adding some more stuff as well, but I will let y'all know. But more importantly than that, thank you for everything that you're doing from a media ministry standpoint. If no one else is telling you, I am telling you, thank you for the stuff you're doing, because it takes a unique person to do what we do, and that person is you. I don't care what anybody else is saying. If nobody is telling you thank you, I'm telling you thank you, because what you are doing is helping me and the whole body share the message like never before. We are actually fulfilling the Great Commission. And if anybody tells you otherwise, they don't know what they're talking about. It says go to the highways and hedges. And that's what we're doing. We're sharing the message like never before. And channels like this, we hope to help train you and empower you and encourage you to keep doing what you're doing. When everybody is telling you it's not going to work, I'm telling you it does. So thank you for everything that you're doing. Appreciate y'all. Love y'all. Thank you so much. And wherever you are, I hope you have a great day, evening, afternoon, night, wherever you is, all over the face of this planet. And we'll be catching y'all on the next video. Later, folks.